Hello, everyone. This is Pam Barker at Travel Bistro. Thanks for joining me today. Pull up a chair, have some coffee, wine, tea, whatever. Let's talk about summer travel because it is approaching. We are almost to June. Can't believe it. But therefore, all social media is awash with travel tips. Everyone's a pro. And as a traveler for many years, I read it with interest to see if I need to learn something. And I do, I learn stuff, but not everything is ultra reliable. So I want to talk today about some of this. Oh my goodness, there's so much about about the size of carry-on luggage. That is something specific to different airlines. You have to look that up yourself. Don't rely on anything you read without going directly to the airline that you are going to fly on. Talking mainly about airlines today. Although when you take a train, when you take Amtrak, there are weight restrictions on your luggage. And they mean it when they say 50 pounds. And I don't even know if that's changed yet. So don't even take my word for that. But you do have to do your own homework. I mean, we do self-check. We do everything now ourselves, don't we? So check with your specific airline for what size carry-on is allowed. Although I have to tell you, in traveling, I don't think everyone follows the rules, and I don't think they get stopped all the time for that. But lots of suggestions on what to do when you're going through the scan, the screening, TSA, what you can and cannot do. Some of these things are absolutely really good suggestions. No flip-flops, for example. Wear closed-in shoes. Another thing about shoes, you do not have to take your shoes off. You no longer have to do that. But I always have a little pair of socks, just in case one of those little, little tiny pair, just in case. Because even though they have lifted that for everyone, you do not have to take your shoes off. Perhaps you will have to take your shoes off in the event of a screening hitch of some sort. And I have been screened thoroughly at various places, Barbados for one. So you never know. Keep a pair of socks handy just in case. But do wear closed-in shoes when you travel because it makes sense in a lot of ways. Easy on, easy off is what I believe in. I do not wear heavy lace-up shoes. Number one, I don't like them. I don't wear them anyway, to each their own. But I do wear comfortable flats. I wear some that you can actually fold up and put in a handbag if you need to. But they're closed in. They're very portable. No jewelry. And that's hard for me because I wear a lot of jewelry, but I don't when going through pre-check. I do not do that. Nothing flowy. For one thing, it gets in the way of other people. It can get caught in your seat. No, nothing flowy. Keep that. But also, just not too many layers. You need layers. You need a little something, whatever that may be for you, if you're a man or a woman or a child, whatever. But just not too many layers. For many reasons. Number one, it's hard at pre-check to you could get pulled out for that, for having too many, just because they want to make sure that everything is safe when you have so many layers on. No leggings. Leggings restrict your blood flow, so anyone of any age should not wear leggings. Leggings are not pants. And if you do wear leggings, and I do wear them, but I also wear something long enough to go over my middle section of my body. They are not pants. They're leggings, and they're very tight. No jeans. Jeans are also not recommended for airline flights because they are also very restrictive. They're not comfortable. They cut you around the waist, especially on a really long flight. If it's a little puddle jumper and you're hop, skipping, and jumping, no problem. But better to not. One thing that's really kind of important, it's a big deal in our life about going through the screening, the pre-check, TSA pre-check. We have global entry. We have a lot of things that we've tried to do to make our coming and going easier as we travel, both domestically and internationally. Flying right now is not super fun for so many reasons. Cost is at the top of that list, but there are many other reasons for that. But be on time, because if you're trying to rush through, number one, it just gives you stress. They don't care that you're running late for your flight. They're there to do their job, and that is to make sure that everyone is screened properly. So be on time, or even be early. We do try to do that. Once you're on the plane, have some etiquette. Step inside, let people go by. Don't be the one that stops the flow of passengers getting on, because we all want to get off the ground. So do what you need to do. Put your stuff up quickly and step inside your row. Even if you're waiting for someone because you know they have the window seat, step inside or sit down, whatever. But keep it moving. Be a considerate flyer. Oh, in so many ways. When you're getting on a plane, when you're deboarding, try to be considerate. Try to have some manners. Don't lean that seat back on these small planes, especially on short flights. You don't need to do that. You really don't need to do that. That makes, because of the way the planes are now, that puts someone's tray lap right in their body, because there's just no room. Unless you really need to lean your seat back, please don't do that. It's mostly not really necessary. Do use shoes when you walk around on the plane. Do I need to say that? I think I do. Don't walk around even in socks. It's horrible. It's a terrible thing. Don't wear a jumpsuit. I don't wear them anyway because I find them cumbersome. They're really popular, but and I always have to go to the restroom on a plane. To try to navigate a jumpsuit, oh no, on an airplane, oh no, thank you, no, thank you. When you're booking your flight, there's so much talk about, especially now, how to get good deals. How do you get a good deal? Here's something I want to tell you. Never accept this seat on a plane. 11A. If you are flying on a 737, seat 11A. There's no window. We have experienced this on a plane. And even though when you book your flight, they do not tell you there's no window. Plus the fact it's right over wing, it's very noisy. You feel everything. You do on an airplane anyway. Come on, let's be real. You're flying, you're in the air, you're bumping, you're bouncing. But 11A on 737s have no window. Now, here's the thing about booking a ticket. So much is written about the best time to buy, the best time to fly, the best time. No, it's a myth. There are no discounts in particular on Tuesday. That's out there everywhere. Oh, book your flight on a Tuesday. That's when they lower the price. No, Tuesday is just like any other day. But there are things you can do. There really are things you can do. For example, if you're over 65, United, Delta, American, British Airways, if you're over 65, they will offer senior discounts. Now, you have to ask for it. They will not just willy-nilly give it to you. And it can be on select flights. If you're a member of AARP, that will typically help. Frontier Airlines, I've never flown on Frontier, but Frontier Airlines, they say, will, and again, this is more me reading stuff, so take it with a grain of salt perhaps, but they will offer just random deep discounts for senior citizens and maybe for others too, but this was a section specifically on senior discounts. And again, it's on select flights. You pretty much have to talk to an agent, and you have to tell them your age, and you have to be prepared to prove that when you get to show them when you're checking in for your flight, which you have to show that ID anyway, no big deal. But do ask, and you can, there on a couple of the websites, they do have a pull down menu where they are offering senior discounts. But mostly you have to talk to an agent for those discounts. And again, it's not on every flight. But now, the best time to book a ticket. Now, again, this is what I read. 11:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. For domestic, 1 to 3 months in advance. International, 2 to 6 months in advance. Will give you good ticket prices. Interestingly enough, though, having said that, last minute booking can also get very, very deep discounts. It's risky because you may or may not get what you want. But it's worth a shot if you have the freedom to say, hey, let's do X this weekend and check and see. And sometimes they will really very deeply discount flights. You can use trackers. Hopper is a tracker of ticket prices, and you will get alerts of specific things that you're looking for. The prime window, apparently, for getting best deals ever, is 44 days out. If you book 44 days out. Now, you can't go too far out. They don't recommend that either. So that's what I'm saying. It's a crystal ball. It really is checking with the magic 8-ball. Is this the best day to get the best price? It's a gamble. Traveling off peak, though, really does help. Traveling midweek, that will get you sometimes a good deal. Sunday, interestingly enough, is the cheapest day to travel, to buy tickets to travel on Sunday, which is really interesting. I don't know what that's about. Do though look into smaller airports. If you don't really care where you're going, and what wonderful freedom is that? It's like, hey, let's go do something, and you don't really care where it is. If you search for smaller, more kind of off the beaten path airports, you can sometimes get a really good deal. For example, a few years ago, we flew, we were going to LA, but instead of flying into LAX, which we have also done, of course, but we flew into Burbank, and then you have to arrange some transportation and stuff like that, but to get where you're going. But it's not a big deal. Believe me, it's not a big deal. So think about the smaller airports. I think the main thing this summer is if you can be flexible, that helps. And not everyone wants to fly this summer. But if you do, just do your homework. And like I said, you cannot take what is printed today almost as the thing tomorrow. It can change. It really is so fluid. The airlines are in flux right now. So you have to do your homework. You really do. But these are some of the things that I think that really do stick, such as AARP membership, certain discounts, certain, definitely off peak. Christmas, Thanksgiving, you're not getting a deal for those. Spring break, you're not getting a deal. But if you really want to save money and you really have some flexibility, just check into these things, see what works for you. There's another thing that I'm interested in, and I can't really tell you a whole lot about this because I haven't done it, but I read just a little bit about it, and I need to get back to it. If you want a cheap trip, just random, you want to go, there's a thing called Explore, Explore. You type that in and you see what comes up. It's supposed to be pretty interesting. I don't know. I have to check it out. Thank you for being with me at Travel Bistro. I appreciate it. Travel is enlightening. It's educational, and I highly recommend it. But also being prudent, being frugal with your money. Get the best deals at lounges or whatever. Check into it if you're going to be at an airport for a while. You have a long layover. See what you can do to get into those lounges. There are all sorts of loopholes and things. You just have to dig around and find them. Can't wait necessarily until the last minute for those kinds of things. But anyway, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Check out my other podcast, Gigi and the 561. That's general topic. I talk about everything there. You may or may not agree with me on some of my topics. That's okay too. You want to be a guest on there, just let me know. We can work that out. You want to be a guest on Travel Bistro? We can work that out too. Look for my partner, my producer. He does everything under the sun. He's a writer, first and foremost. He's a wonderful writer. He writes for NorthPalmBeachLife.com, for Splash Magazine Worldwide, Aqua Miami, and All Things Cruise. So his name is Gary, Gerry, but pronounced Gary Barker. You can find him very, very easily. You can contact us through our website. You can find me on social media where I promote everything. All of these podcasts land on 20 platforms: North Palm Beach Life, iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon, and really obscure other sites, other platforms. They're out there, and we see you on the map. There's a heat map of the world, and it shows where you are as red dots. So thank you. Thank you for being there on the other side of this microphone. I appreciate it here at Travel Bistro. I'm Pam Barker. Come back and travel with me.